morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. This, of course, is Corvus Wayasti. But today, since it's Star Wars Tuesday, you can call me your Dark Lord, Corey. Alright, so today we're going to be doing a special little thing about one of the companions. Okay, so there was an event that happened, I can't remember when, it was a while ago, but you're able to get an inventory item, and let me turn everything back on here. And the inventory item that you are able to get is, bring up my inventory, right here. It's called the Sith Holo Communicator. It actually unlocks Darth Hexid without having to actually do the adventure. But today, we're going to do the adventure. I'm not going to unlock it that way. I'm going to go do the adventure. So I'm going to go find her. Well, find the adventure. And then I'll be back when I find the adventure. Vehicle, activate. Yeah, say hello to my Rancor. He can eat you, by the way, if I wanted him to. Yeah, okay. So we can't really eat you, but it sounded good. Okay, so we're going to go find the adventure, and I'll be back when the story begins. And I'll talk to you again after the story's over. Alright, so my character won't have a voice in this, so I'm going to voice it myself. Not everything is voice in this game, so from time to time I'm going to do my own voice. And this is one of them times.
Yes, I am Darth Hexid, and no, I do not sign autographs. Period. Make me repeat myself, and I'll snap your arm in 4 places. 3 if you're lucky.
Do you have any idea who you're talking to?
I'm terrible with faces, darling. Wait, the hollow's out a few pounds, but I see it now. You're the Alliance commander.
And you're the idiot wasting my time.
You're crueler than I expected. Delicious. I am the one and only Darth Hexid, tormentor of the weak and bane of all who challenge me. I'm here because you share my dark passions. Like me, you've danced to the chorus of your opponent's screams and loved it. With the Eternal Empire crushed, I find myself lacking in worthy enemies, while you seem to have more than your share. There is mutual benefit to be had. So what do you say? I could continue to expand my fearsome reputation, and you could see your enemies' corpses piled artfully in every direction.
It's a lot of options I got for this person. Let's investigate. See what kind of skills she has to offer.
This isn't about skill. It's about pure, blissful, unadulterated rage. I've demolished legions of sky troopers, crushed Zakulan knights, even fried an exarch until he went all crispy around the edges. And that was just in the last year. Every agonized squeal fuels my power. And through power, I gain victory.
Let's see. Let's do the Sith phrase right here. Through victory, our chains are broken.
The Force shall free us. Words to live by. The galaxy is full of foes begging for a dose of destruction. I say we give it to them.
And I say, you know what? I'm going to go with, let's find out more about her. Tell me about yourself.
Fine, but let's skip the truly horrific bits. I was visiting Korriban when the Twin Princes attacked. I saw entire generations of Sith murdered. Our temples ravaged. Our history reduced to ash. I joined the defense, carving through the invaders until an explosion knocked me out. When I woke, I was surrounded by death and ruin. The Eternal Empire had conquered the Sith.
Well, I'm the Eternal Empire now. Uh, the Sith will rise again.
Perhaps. But only if more with the strength that you and I share can rise to the occasion. I swore that I would rain destruction on the Eternal Empire, and I did. And it was delicious. But now, I'm bored.
You know what? I'm gonna have her join me. I like
Through
companions.
strength we gain power, and through power we will shape the galaxy as we see fit.
Ooh, Ashara. Let's see what we can find out about Ashara. So we're gonna select. Perhaps you've seen my missing apprentice, a former Jedi called Ashara.
You knew Asara's outlaws. That mischievous Togrutas made quite a name for herself. According to the rumors, she ambushed an Eternal Empire patrol all by her lonesome. Exquisite work, if you ask me. Unfortunately, Asara's completely off the radar. If you find her, be a doll and pass along my respect.
Yeah, I doubt respect is what she wants. Alright, so let's investigate the remaining Sith.
Only bits and pieces. The weak were slaughtered by Zakulan death squads. The survivors had two choices: run or surrender. I saw our most powerful Sith reduced to worms, groveling for mercy from the Eternal Empire.
Let's see. Well, I didn't get an option there. And that at all. I'm gonna say they were cowards. A true Sith never surrenders.
Were I present, I would have killed them myself. Peace is a lie. There is only passion. My Sith brethren would still be alive and kicking if they remembered those words.
Alright, that's about it. I would say I don't work with psychopaths, but I have quite a few psychopaths in my companion. My companion list has a few psychopaths in it. Alright, so there's that part. Now we'll be right back with the next part. Alright, so as you can see, I already have Darth Hexid. That's all you had to do is that little story thing. Now, the only way to actually get her is you would have had to done the United Forces Warzone Recon or the United Forces Group Recon prior to November 29th or prior to like December 1st of 2017. And then she would just show up as that little chitty chat thing. When you get done with it, we say we'll talk later. Chapow. Darth Hexid. So, to make this not a super duper short one, we're going to do another companion. This one is called Andronikos. So, I'm going to go find him. I got to take a shuttle. And then when I find him, I'll be back with you guys.
Keep your stinking paws off me. I'm not in the talking mood.
The tough guy act won't work on me.
Yeah? Well, let me talk to the son of a hut in charge, and you'll see how tough I really am. You're looking at him. Thought I'd seen enough ghosts to last a lifetime. But this...
I take it you're surprised to see me.
Couldn't be more surprised if I woke up with my face welded to the floor. Last I heard, the Eternal Fleet belonged to some psycho empress determined to take over the galaxy. Killed a lot of good people. Almost killed me. So I fought back the only way I knew how. By raiding the ships. Made a stack of credits on the side. Had no idea the fleet was under new management. Shows how much I've paid attention.
I can handle it from here, Hilo.
You sure?
I lied. I didn't hijack all those Eternal Fleet ships for the credits. I heard the Eternal Fleet hauled you away. Figured I owed you a rescue. Been looking for you ever since. Don't get me wrong, I like the credits. But you and I had a nice setup. Best job I ever had. So, what do you say, Sith? Are we a team again?
My crew wasn't the same without its pilot.
Of course it wasn't. I'm the best there is. It'll be just like the good old days, Sith. The future's looking up.
Alright, people, let me explain. Don't think that I'm weak because I got Andronikos. He was a heck of a pilot. And I need somebody to decorate that spot of my ship anyway, so he's window dressing in a literal sense. Alright, so now we have to do this one. Let me bring up my computer here. We have to go to Voss. So we're going to go to Voss and get another companion. Her name is Ashara. Or Asara. Whatever you want to call it. Asara, Ashara. Look at all these people. What's up? I like that look. That's a cool companion. And she needs to match her colors, honestly. She needs to match the colors. But that's cool. That's cool. Alright, so I'm going to head off to Voss. And meet you there. Oh, on the way, just to throw this out there in case anyone didn't know. I mean, most people do know, but just in case you didn't know. There's a random button. You can actually go to your pets, which is this button. Go down to pets. And you can actually select them and highlight them. As you can see, I don't have really anything highlighted. So let's go through real quick. Let's see. That one's cool. That one's cool. I gotta remember how to do it again. You just set it there. Alt maybe? Well, I'm gonna have to figure it out again, but it's been a while. But there's a button you can hit to highlight them. For example, I'll go to vehicles. You see how I have these squares lit up? That's because those are under my favorites, which means anytime I hit this button, the random mount, each time it gives me a random mount. See? Random mounts. He's one of my favorites. Alright, so I see they took it away. So they don't have that anymore. So when you hit random pet, it just randomly brings out a random pet. And you can have one hovering pet and one ground pet at all times. Alright, so now that I showed you that, I will be back. I'm going to head over. Oh my god, it's going to blow up. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, so I'm going to get on my ship. And you know what? We're almost there. You might as well join me. Join me on my ship, won't you? I'm going to change my companion, though. That's not the companion I use. The companion I use is this guy. By the way, on the last episode I did, it actually gave me an opportunity to kiss him and romance him. So it's nice to see that they're, you know, allowing that kind of romance now. I actually want to say kudos to BioWare for that. I'm not gay, but I have a lot of friends that are, and a lot of them were telling me how cool that was. So that's good that they can do that now. So again, kudos on BioWare for pulling that off. Alright, see you, boss.
Looking better. A new spring in your step. That ritual must have been quite invigorating. I bring a message from Darth Seraphim. He has a remarkably high opinion of you and your endeavors.
Nothing says respect as clearly as a face-to-face meeting.
Of course, but urgent matters occupy his time. Darth Seraphim sends word that we may soon be facing a new front in the war here on Voss. Our enemy is a Gormak warlord, Raklan. He's gathered several minor tribes and chieftains into a powerful army and has begun waging war against us.
Nobody starts a war without a reason.
Our forces destroyed Raklan's tribe, and he was cast out from Gormak society. Not cast far enough, it seems. Raklan's bold. He's focusing on the Voss who have befriended us. He even destroyed a caravan of pilgrims who were under our protection. We must protect our Voss allies, but Darth Seraphim fears becoming embroiled in a long guerrilla war here, when we have more pressing concerns.
What do you want me to do?
Raklan and his tribes have gathered in the Pella 3 marches. If you wish to fight, I have a speeder fueled and ready. When you arrive, speak to Lord Pallas at Tara Outpost. I'm sure he'll put your talents to best use.
Welcome to Voss. Another planet where apparently they can't do nothing without me. Honestly, I hate that about games, but it gives you missions and story stuff to do, so, you know, that's something. Alright, let's travel to Ashara's area. Okay, it doesn't say, so I'm going to look it up and get it going and show you how to do it. Alright, so when you get to Voss, you land here at the shuttle, and then you want to drive until you get here, and that's where Ashara is. Now this mission is only for Sith Inquisitors, so if you're not a Sith Inquisitor, you cannot get this. This is one reason a lot of people have multiple characters, because there's going to be some characters that they've decided are going to be just for the classes that they originally came out for. Ashara was a Sith Inquisitor character. In fact, I'm sure there's some people out there that know me, and they're not happy I get her back, because I was addicted to her. She was an awesome character. You got to turn her evil and treat her like, well, not treat her like poop, but, you know, you basically taught her how to be a Sith, and she slowly became darker and darker as you joined her. So we're going to go ahead and do this. And remember, if you do the wrong thing at the end of this as a Sith Inquisitor, you will not get her. Just so you know.
It's you. I always knew you'd find me. We have a lot to talk about, don't we?
I spent the last 6 years wondering if I'd ever see you again.
I'm sorry. It hasn't been easy for me, either. When you disappeared, I didn't know where to turn. The Jedi condemned me a long time ago, and I couldn't trust the Sith. I was lost. It made me realize how much I relied on others. I needed to forge my own path, away from you, from the Council, and everyone else who tried to influence me. So I traveled across the galaxy, helping those who needed it most. I never stayed in one place too long. It taught me a lot about myself.
You've come a long way from the stubborn apprentice who challenged me on the Sith Code.
You taught me so much about the Force, which is why I needed to stay away from you. I was afraid that if I returned to you, I would fall into my old ways. I'd become a follower again, instead of a leader.
Do you still believe that?
No. Now that you're here, I realize how much stronger I've become. And how much I still love you. I spent so many nights missing you, wondering if we were looking at the same stars. You gave me the strength to keep going. I'm not the wide-eyed apprentice you fell for, but I'll stand by your side and love you as an equal. So, what do you say? Can we start over?
I loved you then, and I love you now. Nothing will ever change that.
Good. If you'd said no, I'd have to use my new moves on you.
There's the attitude I missed.
And now most
We
of
have our
you...
whole future ahead
Oh,
of us.
sorry.
I can't wait to see how it turns out.
And now most of you now know why I called her Kagatasilla, which is another word for ice flower. Some of you will get that, some of you won't get that. Don't worry if you don't get it. It's no big deal. Alright, so we showed 3 companions today. Ashara, Andronikos, and Darth Hexid. I hope you guys liked it. Like I said, every Tuesday I'm going to try and do a Star Wars thing. Every Monday is our Guild Wars thing. Sorry Guild Wars was so late. There was an issue trying to connect. I finally got it to connect. It just took a while. And I finally got it processed and sent out later last night. This one should be on time though. And now that we're all good and we're caught up, enjoy. Oh, and don't worry, Ark is coming and the other games are coming. I was just doing some live stream, just taking a little minute. But the other games, they're coming. Don't worry, calm down. They'll be back. I haven't stopped doing them. I'm going to actually try and get a hold of a man named I forgot his name now. But there's a guy who plays, he plays, most of his stuff on his YouTube are the Division, and he's actually really well knowledgeable about that kind of stuff. His name is Kamikaze Von Doom. I'm going to try and get a hold of him and see if we can do an interview with him, or maybe hang out with him on the Division 2 if we get a chance to do that bonus or that beta, and see if we can get in there with him and try it out. You know, pick his brain a little bit about the Division in case any of you have wondered about that. You know, get his positives, his negatives, you know, what he thinks of the game, you know, stuff like that. Now, since he mostly does that game, he's going to probably be leaning towards liking it more than disliking it, but we're going to try and get his neutral opinion. All right. So, from me and Kagatasilla, also known as Ashara, and my 2 little pets back here, I'd just like to say, later days.